My name is Regina and this is Relufe Review. Today we'll be talking about the most talked about movie on YouTube today, and that is Monica. I'm sure when I say that, na me be pepper, na me be salt. I no get money, na come they sell. You know what I'm talking about. So it's time for you to get your chair because I'm about to take you on a beautiful movie experience.
I don't have any responsibility because I don't have a husband.
You get responsibility before. Which responsibility you get? Say, if person close my 20 go, if person talk, what go happen?
I'm picking. In Papa Uncle, the lazy man go take care of him. Now what he supposed to do? I see him lazy. He know if he provide for his wife, he know if he do anything.
Sir, I never hear that one before.
You don't hear him now.
Say woman leave pikin wrong come out.
You don't hear him. And they come
You
out.
leave pikin for old woman like me. My leg not even good, and they carry pikin for back. You go regret am more.
I go.
You go.
All the bad things when you do, Monica, you regret anyone? I no go regret anything. My life go good. This business go pay. Go better for me. I no go regret anything. As you were wicked, no regret anything. I no feel regret anything.
So firstly, we're going to start with the storyline. I mean, the plot, the story, the suspense, everything. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was about a 2-hour-long movie, and I felt like there were some scenes that were not supposed to be there, right? There was a time where she was meditating on the beach. It was about 15 seconds long. That was too much. I expected that it should have been cut short. We get it already, right? But now let's move to the main movie. I enjoyed it. It was such a beautiful movie. I'm not even going to lie. I liked that there were suspense. I did not like the fact that they were annoying me so much. There were some parts I just felt like, Monica, stop it. Stop this thing and just get, what do you mean? Why are you letting people manipulate you this way? You know, there were so many things like that. There were so many things that I actually wanted to get into the movie, drag her out and talk some sense into her head, right? But then the movie it was based on a true life story, and it actually just explains that sometimes some parents, because they're trying to push you, they actually frustrate you. And just because they think that they are making you responsible, they actually just delay you sincerely. And yes, that's what that movie was about. So Monica is a young girl, had 2 siblings, and she literally laid down her life for all her siblings, took care of her mom, her dad, and everybody. And while everybody is talking about Monica's mother being mean, I mean, she took the crown from Mama G for general, and wore it, right? While everybody's talking about that, I think that Monica's father also failed in that movie because number one, even from the beginning, I don't think he ever had a job. There was never a time that we knew that Monica's father was working here. He was a driver. He was a DJ. We never knew. And at that time, he was still okay. He wasn't sick yet. But then for part 2, he became sick. He never really spoke up for her. He was just really weak. I felt like her parents, both her parents failed her. She did not have support from any of her parents. Then her siblings, the people she actually laid down her life for, Chika and Bobo, no way. They didn't do well at all. I mean, those are people that you look back and say, why? Why would I lay down my life for you? They disrespected her, they insulted her, they didn't help her in any way. They just kept mocking her. So she was like a child left alone. And this is something that is very relatable, right? There are lots of people that, for some parents, you just think that you are trying to look out for the younger ones, but then you're neglecting the older ones, and you don't now see that the fault is yours. You begin to put blame on this person that you cannot do well. So it's something that actually happens in Nigerian homes, even everywhere, consciously or unconsciously. But this story played out, and it actually shows that, yeah, this is something that happened. So yeah, for the storyline, I would be giving it a 7.5 over 10. I really liked it. For the attraction, the entertainment, and the premises, I feel like it was really entertaining. I mean, this phrase is everywhere on TikTok now. Na kamwa they sell, chika I no get money. Na papa they sell, pepper na me, salt na me. You know, it was really entertaining. I liked how she was really mean. And when she's giving this phrase, she doesn't even smile. So that was really entertaining. There's also a part about Monica's brother, Bobo, always just being dramatic with his wife. Yeah, I liked the fights that they always had. It was really fun. I mean, it's actually true. Couples fight like that. So yeah, it was really fun. And so I liked the entertainment value that they brought. They really made us laugh. I mean, it's a 2-hour movie and I watched it. It's not normal. An hour movie takes me like 2-3 days or 1 week safe. But I watched this movie in one sitting. I didn't leave. So believe me when I say it was actually entertaining. And now the movie has over 9 million views. And you tell me it's not entertaining? It is entertaining. So I'm going to give them, for entertainment, I'm going to give them about a 9/10. Yeah. The theme of the movie was basically betrayal, forgiveness, sincerity, love, and just, I think, heartbreak from parents and siblings as well. And I think it is something that resonates properly with the world today. It's something that was played out properly. I mean, forgiveness on the part of Monica herself, where she came back to the house after so many years, and then she saw the siblings, and she just still tried. After her husband and friend has persuaded her to, you can't do your traditional wedding without your friends, without your family members, she came back. Even the Pascal that broke her heart as her supposed fiancé or supposed boyfriend at that time that eventually got married to her sister. She forgave him as well. She forgave the sister. So yeah, I think there's forgiveness in this. There's also betrayal from the part of Bobo, because she really, really tried for this guy. The money she was supposed to use for her shop, she gave it to him for introduction. She gave him some money to start his business. She gave him money to get married. And then at a point, Bobo had the mind to slap her and tell her to her face that, what have you ever done for me? That is the height of betrayal. That is the height of betrayal. Now, at the point where she was now supposed to travel eventually, her mother insisted that she should stay and bury her father. That was really bad. That was serious betrayal. So yeah, we have betrayal, we have forgiveness, we have love. Eventually, she found love with her boyfriend, husband, eventually they got married. So yeah, we love that. So yeah, the theme is betrayal, love, and forgiveness. And for a well played out scene and this theme, I think I'll give them an 8/10. Now, moving on to acting, I'm going to give it to Blessing Onwukwe, Monica's mother. Oh my God. Every scene, every story, every word was nailed. I think she was a star actress for me. Not even Monica, it was her. Because the way she would embody it, the way she did it, like, it was effortless, yeah? But she carried out that role so perfectly. She's a star actress for me in that movie. Then, of course, Monica really tried. All the emotions. There were some times that even her emotions were not so loud. It was just in that silence. When you see it, you can read through that silence. It was really perfect. Bobo's wife as well. Oh my God, that girl really tried. She did so well. I mean, at the times where she was trying to be harsh, manipulative, everything. I liked her acting. Monica's father didn't really do too much for me. I didn't like the fact that he was really too quiet. So of course he played out in his acting. I just didn't like it. So yeah, Chika also stood out for me. I liked that nobody was actually doing so much in playing out their roles. Everybody was keeping to the script. Everybody was doing well. Nobody was trying to overdo it. Actually, generally, I liked them. But the person that stood out for me, Monica's mother, Blessing. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm saying this now that she has taken the crown from Mama G as the latest new wicked mother. Not even wicked stepmother, wicked mother. And I forgot to mention at the beginning that I like the fact that at that story, they kept leading us in a way that I thought that at a point we'll get to know that Monica's mother is not her mother. I was just waiting for that story somewhere to come and tell me that, okay, is my brother that gave birth to you and I took you. But no, till the end of the movie, it was her that gave birth to Monica. Love it. Which implies that the storyline was really good and their acting was perfect. So for the acting, I'll give them an 8/10. Yeah. For dialogue, storytelling, like I mentioned earlier, I like that there was suspense. I like that they could carry us along. The suspense for me was when I kept expecting that they would say that Monica is not my child. You're not my biological child. I got you from somewhere. Maybe your husband had married, your father had married before and his wife died. Maybe that was the mother. I was really expecting that story from somewhere because the things she was doing to her, the way she was making her lay down her life for those twins, I just felt like the twins were her biological children and Monica was probably a relative or a stepdaughter or somewhere. But we never got to that point where we found out that Monica was not. It was actually her child. So I like that storytelling. I also like the fact that things turned around for Chika. At a point, I felt like when she traveled, I'm like, this is quite unfair. I don't like this. Things shouldn't go this smooth for you, right? But then there was a plot twist. her husband had disease. She didn't enjoy her marriage. She had to be deported. She got back. She started drinking. Life was miserable. Okay, I like that. I didn't really see that coming though. And also, I felt like some scenes were not necessary, and we had some scenes that were needed and we did not get. Like the scene about her father's burial. We didn't know what happened, whether they buried the man, whether they left him at the mortuary. We didn't know what happened. I felt like that was a very necessary scene that we should have seen. I thought we really needed to know what happened with the father's corpse, but we didn't know. And then for some scenes that I felt like were unnecessary, like where she was by the beach thinking, where the husband was calling the friend, they were really so elaborate, and it should have been done in like about 2-3 seconds, but they were long. And also at the beginning, for about 30 minutes, we couldn't really get the cap of it. Like, it were just unnecessary things that were coming out. So I felt like some scenes could have been removed. The movie would have been good as a 1 hour 30 minutes movie though, but 2 hours was quite long. But did we sit to watch it? Yes. Did we enjoy it? Yes. But next time, should they remove some things? Yes. Should they add the ones that are important? Yes. Thank you very much. So yeah, for storytelling, I'll be giving them a 7 over 10. Yeah. Next up is cinematography, lighting, visuals, and the likes. I felt like their color grading at a point wasn't very equal. Some felt really sharp, at the other time just felt, but then it still was giving the mood of a village setting though, because where Monica's store was eventually, when she traveled, when she was doing well, the lighting was really good at that time. But then again, at some point, like the color grading, it wasn't too much. It wasn't too much at all. Like it was accurate, but let's say about 3%, just missed at a couple of times. So yeah, I'll be giving their cinematography, their editing. I think I liked their editing. Editing was good. The only problem I had was the color grading. At a point, it felt very sharp. At a point, the quality went low. But then again, like I said, it didn't go too low beyond standard, right? It went low to fit in. And at a point, about 2 or 3 scenes like that, it wasn't really blending, you get. So I think for color grading, cinematography, visuals, and the likes, would be giving them a 7 over 10 as well. Now, for editing, I don't think there was a part that we saw that somebody's head and eyes were not meeting. Everything was really perfect. I liked that nothing was joining, nothing was cut across so fast. The pacing, the editing was good and perfect, really fair. I like that it didn't look too much, it didn't do too much, it didn't do too small. There was really no point where, sometimes we watch movies and there is a mistake in the editing and we just see a quick flash. There was really nothing like that. Everything was done sequentially and it was perfect. So yeah, for editing, we give them a 7 over 10 as well. For soundtrack, I think that it was accurate, it was moderate, it wasn't too much, it wasn't too unnecessary. There was at no point that soundtrack was not needed at the put, right? It was really moderate. I like that they were not doing too much, because sometimes, you know how the normal Nollywood movie used to be before, somebody will cough, there'll be something will happen, there'll be like a tang, there'll be all of these things. So we didn't have any of that there. So I feel like the soundtrack was really good, really perfect, well chosen, and very specific. So it gives them a 7 over 10 for that as well. All right, so for the directing, I would say it was beautiful. I saw a backstory where Uche Montana was talking about where they went to the location to shoot, and Monica's shop was already fenced. They had to break down the fence just so they could get the shop and get the proper viewing. I also like that every scene, every angles were really taken properly. I like that there was everything that was said, the facial expressions were going with it. So at the point where Monica was talking about her father's burial, Bobo, the wife, there was always this thing that someone would say something and we could already see the reaction. So which meant that the director was very, very, very patient, and he had attention to details. He knew what he wanted at every time, and he knew where the camera was supposed to be. So yeah, we loved the camera positioning, we loved the direction, we loved the location that they used, because every scene that they kept saying, every act, everything was not different from the actual location, right? When Monica wasn't doing well, she was in that shop for as long as she could. When she started doing well, we could see the changes, the location changed, everything just felt perfect. So I feel like that is the work of the director, and the director did so well in choosing location, choosing camera angles, choosing acts and everything. So I feel like the direction was really good and would give that an 8 over 10 as well. So finally, the it factor. Is this a one-of-a-kind movie? Yes. We have seen a couple of other true life stories, and this is not a new true life story though, but is this different from what we've had in a while? From the YouTube movies we've been used to in a while, is this different? Yes. We have been seeing a lot of love, you know, this, that. The stories are usually predictable, but like I mentioned earlier, this story was not predictable. I mean, you can see there was a lot of plot twists, there were lots of unimaginable things, there were a lot of annoying things that we felt like, no, this is enough, just cut the crap and let's move ahead, right? So is this an it factor? Is this something that's possible? Is this a one-of-a-kind movie? I'd say fairly. It's different, but we've seen it a couple of times, but this one was just perfectly executed. That's what I mean. This one was perfectly executed, and then the story is really relatable. So because of the fact that it is relatable and we've seen it before a couple of times. We've seen movies like this, but this one, the difference with this one is that it was just properly executed. It was properly executed. There was no rush. There was no doing too much. There was no doing too small. It was accurate. So we're going to give it a 7 over 10 for this. And then in general, for the movie Monica, I'll be giving it an 8 over 10. It's a good movie. It's a must see. You should see it once you have the time. If you're less busy, if you've not seen it already, you should go ahead and watch this movie. It is not going to take off. You're not going to regret it, honestly. You're going to enjoy it and you're going to learn 1 or 2 lessons from it. Alright guys, so that'll be all for Relufe review today. My name is Regina and you see me next time. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also leave a comment so we can have an interaction over there as well. Thank you so much, and share this video with your friends, your cousins, your enemies, everybody that needs to see it. Just share with them, and I'll see you next time. Bye.